Been several school districts that have been hit by data breaches this year. Alone, Minneapolis, Rochester, and St. Paul public schools are among them, as is the University of Minnesota and even the State Department of Education. So now Minnesota lawmakers are taking a closer look at why this is happening.
And as John Croman reports, they're looking for assurances that schools are doing all they can to protect your information.
A joint House-Senate panel dedicated to cybersecurity wanted to hear directly from school districts and the University of Minnesota about how they became vulnerable to ransomware and other cyber attacks.
These files did not contain social security numbers, but contained student admissions data.
U of M Vice President Bernard Galacek said a pending lawsuit limits what he can say about the breach into the U's legacy data warehouse, but that lawmakers can help with the defense against such attacks with more funding.
Securing information requires high levels of technology and the people to do the work.
The panel includes several IT experts, including Democrat Steve Elkins, who took the U to task for holding on to too much information.
Why would you carry PII like that that's not necessary for managerial analysis in a data warehouse to begin with?
Data warehouses are managed differently depending upon the enterprise.
Minnesota Public Schools had 32 breaches from 2016 through 2022, according to Osseo's technology chief, who pointed out this state has no central agency dedicated to fortifying cyber defenses in schools.
Most districts lack capacity to hire dedicated cybersecurity staff, which is exacerbated by the workforce shortages. A lack of statewide communication leaves IT leaders scrambling for information during events.
If those folks realize that they might be a more vulnerable target, they are going to go after them. And I think you're seeing that reflected in those cybersecurity insurance premiums going up, right?
It's too early to know if the 2024 legislature is going to come up with more money to help schools fend off cyber attacks. But one thing is clear, lawmakers are watching and they're expecting better results. In St. Paul, John Croman, KARE 11 News.